In this video today, I'll be making a couple of cornhole boards, and here I'm just cutting down the stock to size for the frame, just using construction wood 2x4s. And you'll be happy to hear I'm not going to make no jokes about how expensive wood is right now. So you're like me, I'm sick of hearing these stupid jokes. It was funny at first, but not anymore. And here I'm using pocket holes. This is what I'm going to use to join the frame together. And of course I'm going to use some glue as well. And going to put the pipe clamps on there. Mainly to help keep the wood in place, because when you're applying the pocket screws, sometimes the wood has a tendency to move around on you. Alright, I'm applying the pipe clamp to the other side to finish off this frame. Screwing it in. Applying glue along the top of the frame. This is where I'm going to put the 1/2 inch thick piece of plywood, the top of the cornhole board. Clamp it down to keep it from moving around while the glue starts to set up, and then I'm gonna drill some holes and screw the board down. And here I'm taking a measurement down to where the center of the hole is going to be. Use a compass to draw a nice 6-inch hole. Drill a starter hole so I can fit my jigsaw in there and cut the inside of the circle out. Use my router to round over this hole just to basically smooth it out, break the edges. Sand the top smooth. Sand the edges, there again just to break the edges. And now I'm going to start laying out all the tape. And I'm just gonna put blue tape all into this area right here. Then I'm gonna put that sheet of paper back down on top. And I'm gonna use the X-Acto knife just to basically cut this shape out. And if you look right there on my square, you see that piece of tape. I'm just using that tape to let me know where I need to line it up at. And since I've got to do this twice for the second board, that's the reason for that. And here I'm just laying out a border. And taping out the border. And you're gonna see that I didn't use a gel stain. I used a regular stain because I didn't know any better, and the stain is gonna bleed through underneath that tape. Later on I read that if you would have used the gel stain, it wouldn't have bled so much. So I had to come back later on and do something unexpected, and that was where it was going to be basically clear. I used black paint to cover up the stain that bled underneath, and personally I think it turned out better. So here I am applying that stain, and not knowing that it is bleeding underneath that tape right now. And here's the lighter color stain that I used. And here in a second, you're going to see where it bled underneath this tape as I pull this tape up. And it looks awful. As you can see, I'm pointing that out. So here I am. I retaped everything off. And using the black paint to fill in those spots. And as you can see, as I peel this paint off, the lines are much more crisp. You'll see a few spots that I need to come back and touch up with the stain, but that's okay. I'm much happier with the way this turned out. And I did go back and retape off that Texas as well and painted it black. And now I'm applying the polyurethane over the top of this. I applied about 4 coats, sanding in between each coat, made it nice and smooth. And now I'm going to make the legs. There again, just using 2x4 stock, and I'm cutting this out in a semicircle and using my disc sander to shave it down to the line. And this is so that the legs can fold in whenever they're not in use. And I use this little board right here to make sure I'm getting the hole in the same spot, and using these bolts to put the legs on. And this is basically finished, and what I did is did the exact same thing for another one of the boards. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, share, comment, please. Thank you very much.